Hello everyone, Scooter007 here bringing you another exciting game in the 2008 replay with Inside Pitch. In today's game we have the 0-2 Colorado Rockies taking on the 2-1 St. Louis Cardinals. And here is the starting lineup for the Colorado Rockies. Leading off, the center fielder, Ryan Spilbergs. Batting second, the shortstop, Troy Tulowitzki. Batting third, the first baseman, Todd Helton. Batting fourth in the cleanup position, the left fielder, Matt Holliday. Batting fifth, the third baseman, Garrett Atkins. Batting sixth, the right fielder, Brad Hallpie. Batting seventh, the second baseman, Jeff Barker. Batting eighth, the catcher, Chris Anita. And batting ninth, the pitcher, Urbando Jimenez. On the mound for the St. Louis Cardinals, it is Brad Thompson. Brad Thompson, 6 wins, 3 losses, 5.15 ERA, 64.23 innings pitched, allowed 72 hits, 32 strikeouts, and 18 walks. We're here at Busch Stadium, which gives a -3 to strikeouts. Nothing for walks, nothing for home runs. Brad's done with his getting warmed up as Ryan steps up into the batter's box, and here we go. And that's going to be 2-2. 2-2 is going to be a home run chance on a 1-12. That's a 13. Too high. 1-5 is going to be a line drive to the third base. So Troy gets that, tosses it over to Albert for out number 1. Troy now up. He's batting a .444 average. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be 3-2. 3-2 is going to be a possible error on a ground ball. And that's going to be 6-2. 6-2 is going to be a single pass. Troy. And, and that puts Troy on base. Infield at double play depth as Todd Helton comes up, batting a .222 average. Strategy roll is a 16. Rockies holding off on strat. Here's the pitch. 1-1, possible error. 6-2, double star 5. That's going to be a fly ball out there to Schumacher. Error rating is a 0. That's a 20. No error there. And 2 outs. Runner still on first as Matt Holliday steps up to the plate. He's batting a .625 average. Strategy roll is a 7. Infield now at normal depth. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be 2-2. 2-2 is going to be a home run chance on a 1-12. That's an 8. We need a 14 or less. The 16 is too high. 1-4. And that's going to be a double past Ludwig. And that is a double. Let's see if Troy comes around to score. He has a 2. That is a double to Ludwig. That's a -1. That puts him at a 2. That's a 5. And he gets the hold side. And that is going to bring up Garrett Atkins. Atkins batting a .429. Strategy roll is a 7. Runner now in scoring position. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be 3-6. That's going to be a blank. And that's going to be 5-1. 5-1 is a grounder back to the pitcher to end the inning. No runs, no 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left, and the Rockies leave 2 stranded. We go to the bottom of the first, and here is the starting lineup for the St. Louis Cardinals. Leading off the left fielder, Skip Shoemaker. Batting second, the second baseman, Aaron Miles. Batting third, the first baseman, Albert Pujols. Batting fourth, in the cleanup position, the center fielder, Joe Matter. Batting fifth, the third baseman, Troy Gladys. Batting sixth, the right fielder, Ryan Ludwig. Batting seventh, the catcher, Jason Lowry. Batting eighth, the pitcher, Brad Thompson. And batting ninth, the shortstop, Cesar Izutris. On the mound for the Colorado Rockies, it is Yumbondo Jimenez. 12 wins, 12 losses, 3.99 ERA, 198.23 innings pitched, allowed 182 hits, 172 strikeouts, and 99 walks. And he's done warming up as Skip comes up. Skip batting a 143 average. Here's the pitch. 1-6. That's going to be a walk result. That's a 20. And it's too high. Skip has an 8. We take 3 off here at Busch Stadium. 3-4. That's going to be a double star 5. And that's going to be a ground ball to third base for out number 1. Aaron Miles. Here's the pitch. 2-3. That's a strike. That's a 2. The 8 is too high. And that's going to be 4-3. 4-3 is going to be a line drive to the shortstop. And Troy gets that, tosses it over to Todd for out number 2. And that's going to bring up Albert batting a 286 average. Here's the pitch. That's going to be 5-1. 5-1 is going to be a strike. That's a 3. That's a 3. He struck him out. No runs, no hits, no errors, nothing across the board for the Cardinals. After 1, scores tied at 0. We go to the top of the second. It is Brad, Jeff, and Chris due up for the Rockies. Brad Halpy batting a 500 average. Here's the pitch. 5-1. We go to Busch Stadium at the ballpark. 2-2. Power hit to Matter. And that's going to be a 15. And a 15 is going to be a fly ball out. For out number 1, that is a fly out. Next up, Jeff Baker. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be 5-1. 5-1. Once again, we find ourselves at the ballpark card. We go to Busch Stadium. And that's going to be a 4-4. That's going to be a single plus 8 to Matter. And that is going to be a single. The roll is higher. So Jeff on base with a single, 1 out. And that's going to bring up Chris. Here's the pitch. Batting a strategy rolls a 17. Here's the pitch. 2-1. 2-1's a blank. 1-6. That's going to be a double past Ludwig. And that is off the wall down there to Ludwig. Turns around. Jeff goes to third. Chris on second. Does Jeff score? He has a 0, and he gets the hold sign. And with that, it brings up the pitcher, Umbaldo. Infield coming in for this one. Strategy roll is a 12. Here's the pitch. 5-1 at the ballpark. 2-6. That is a single to Shoemaker. And that scores 2. And Umbaldo gets on base with a single, and he gets the hold sign. Rockies on the board, scoring 2. All right, infield at double play depth as we go to the top of the order. Ryan up, he's 0 for 1. Strategy roll is a 10. So Rockies are going to hold. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be 5-4. 5-4 is a blank. And that's going to be 2-4. 2-4 is going to be a double star 3. That is a ground ball to the shortstop. And let's see, we add a +1 to the double play. If roll is less than or equal to, it is, and that is a double play. And St. Louis gets out of that on a double play there. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the second. It is Joe, Troy, and Ryan due up for the Cardinals. Troy Matter batting a .333 average. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be 1-6. 1-6 is going to be a blank. And that's going to be 5-2. 5-2 is a double star 5. Ground ball to third base. Atkins gets it. Throws it over to Hilton for out number 1. And that's going to bring up Troy Gladys, batting a .500 average. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be 6-4. 6-4 is going to be a strike. That's a 6. That's a 1. They struck him out. And next up, Ryan Ludwig. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be 3-4. 3-4 range play at the stadium. So we go to Busch Stadium. 5-5. Question mark 7. Holiday. That's a 12. That is. That's over to Holiday. Holiday's range is on a 1 to 3. That's a 4. We roll to see if it's a single and a double. 1 to 4. It's a single, and he gets on base. And Ryan is on first. Jason Laurie up. Here's the pitch. Strategy rolls a 14. Infield at normal depth. And that's going to be 2-4. That's going to be a walk plus. We add 10. That's a 23. That's a 16. And he walked him. And that is going to bring up the pitcher, Brad Thompson. Strategy rolls an 18. Runners on first and second. The pitch. 4-3. Blank. 3-6. And that is a strikeout. And the Cardinals leave 2 stranded, no runs, 1 hit, no errors. After 2, it's Colorado 2, St. Louis nothing. Due up for the Rockies. We go to the top of the 3rd. It is Troy, Todd, and Matt due up for the Colorado Rockies. Troy batting 1 for 1. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be 5-1, 5-1 at the ballpark. And that's going to be 5-5, question mark 7. Power hit to Shoemaker. That's a 7. That's a double. And Troy on with a powerful double past Shoemaker. And that's going to bring up Todd Helton. Todd batting 0 for 1. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be 1-6. 1-6 is going to be a strike. That's a 5. The 12 is too high. And that's going to be 4-2. 4-2 is going to be a line drive to third base. No double play there. Out number 1. Infield at double play depth as Matt Holliday, who's 1 for 1 with a double. Strategy rolls a 14. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be 2-5. 2-5. Error. Possible error on a throw. The pit. And that's going to be 2-1. 2-1 is a single pass Matter. And Matter's error rating is a 0. That's a 10. There is no error. All right. So runners on 1st and 3rd now. Let's see if Troy advances from 2nd to home. He is on 3rd. That's a 3. If roll is less than or equal to, and it is, and Troy scores, bringing in another run. Rockies lead 3-0 right now. Infield coming in as Garrett Atkins gets the hit and run sign. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be 5-2. 5-2 is a strike. That's a 5. That's a 3. He struck him out. All right, let's see. Matt Holliday is going to attempt to steal second. 18. That is a 0 there. That is a -1. 18. That's a 10. He steals second. And he is safe on second on a strikeout. The play does not get to second base in time. Brad Thompson can face one more batter before he is tired. Brad Hallpie now up. He's 0 for 1. Strategy rolls a 2. Infield at normal depth. Here's the pitch. 5-3. 5-3. Home run. That's a 15. That's a 5. And that ball is sailed flying past the wall and into Big Mac land. That ball is out of here. 2-run home run for Brad Hallpie. And that puts the Rockies up 5-0 here in the 3rd inning. We go now to Jeff Baker. He's 1 for 1. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be 2-6. 2-6 is a blank. That's going to be 3-4, and that's a fly ball out there to Shoemaker to retire the side. 3 runs, 3 hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of, we go to the bottom of the third. It is Caesar, Skip, and Aaron due up for the Cardinals. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be 6-3, 6-3. Strikeout, that's a 1. That's a 1. He struck him out. All right, we go to the top of the order. Skip Shoemaker, 0 for 1. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be 6-5. 6-5 is going to be a strike. That's a 2. That's a 2. And he struck him out. 2 outs. Aaron Miles now up 0 for 1. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be 5-2. 5-2 is a blank. And that's going to be 4-4. And that's going to be a fly ball out to center field to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down. The Rockies retired the Cardinals in order. No runs, no hits, no errors. After 3, it's Colorado 5, St. Louis nothing. We go to the top of the 4th. It is Chris Umbaldo and Ryan due up for the Rockies. Brad Thompson tired. They are going to go out and talk to him on the mound real quick before we start this inning. And he says he is good to go, but they let him know he gets a base runner on. He is done. All right, here's the pitch to Chris. 1 for 1 with a double. 1-1. Possible error. And that's going to be 3-5. 3-5. Fly ball out there to Shoemaker. That's a 12. No error there. Fly ball out there. Out number 1. Umbaldo up. He's 1 for 1 with 2 RBIs. Here's the pitch. 6-5. 6-5 is a walk. That's a 5. That's a 4. And they walk him. And with that, they are going out there to the mound to retire Brett, and the skipper goes out there to take the ball from Brad Thompson. And with this call to the St. Louis bullpen, they are going to bring in Mark Woolo to finish this inning. Has 1 loss, hits 7.94, has a 7.94 ERA, 5.23 innings pitched, allowed 8 hits, 4 strikeouts, and 3 walks. And let's take a look real quick at Brad Thompson's stats. He pitched 3 1/3 innings, allowed 8 hits, 5 runs, 5 earned runs, 1 walk, 1 strikeout, 1 home run. ERA 13.64. He warms up. 1 out, runner on first. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be 5-2. 5-2 is a range play for Ryan. Strategy roll is an 11, by the way. Infield at normal depth. 4-1. That's going to go to the shortstop. Range is a 4. That's a 4, and he got it. And that's going to turn a double play. And the Cardinals get out of that. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the 4th. It is Albert, Joe, and Troy due up for St. Louis. Albert now up. He's 0 for 1. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be 5-2. 5-2 is going to be a strike plus. We add 10. We minus 3. So we're adding 7. That's a 13. That's a 4. And he struck him out. 1 out. That's going to bring up Joe Matter. Joe Matter batting 0 for 1 in today's game. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be 3-1. 3-1 is going to be a range play. And that's going to be 1-6. 1-6 is a fly ball out to center field. Ryan's range is a 1-3. That's a 4. That's going to be a single. And it got by him, and Joe is on first. Cardinals have a base runner on. All right, and with that, the infield goes to double play death. Troy Gladys up. He's 0 for 1. Strategy roll is a 12. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be 2-1. 2-1 at the ballpark. We go to Busch Stadium. And that's going to be 1-3. 1-3. That's going to be a home run. Nope, that's going to be a fly out to left field. 2 away. Runner on first. And Ryan Ludwig, who's 1 for 1, comes up. Strategy rolls a 16. Here's the pitch. Nothing on the strat roll. 1-5. That's going to be a walk. That's a 4. That's a 13, and they walk them. And that puts runners on first and second. As Jason Laurie comes up, who walked his last time up. Strategy roll is a 16. Nothing going on with strat. And that's going to be 3-3. 3-3 is going to be a walk plus. We add 10. That's a 23. That's a 6. And we load the bases. Mark Wooler now up. They are going to let him take this hit. Strat roll is a 6 infield. Coming in. The pitch. 3-3. Walk plus, and that's going to walk a run home. And they walk in a run. And the crowd here starts booing. And the crowd is not too happy about that, I can tell you that. Caesar now up, who's 0 for 1. Strategy rolls a 6, holding off. The pitch. 3-6, possible error on a ground ball. Bases are loaded. 4-2, fly ball out to the hall pie. And that ends the inning as the Cardinals leave the bases loaded. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors. After 4, it's Colorado 5, St. Louis. After 4, it's Colorado 5, St. Louis 1. We go to the top of the 5th. It is Troy, Todd, and Matt due up for the Colorado Rockies. Troy, 2 for 2. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be 4-4. Possible error on a throw. And that's going to be 5-5. And that's going to be a pop-up to the shortstop, who gets under it and makes the catch. 1 away. Todd Helton now up. 0 for 2. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be 6-6. 6-6 is going to be a strike. That's a 5. That's a 16. The 16 is too high. All right, Todd, 3-1. Question mark 8. That's going to be a power hit to center field. That's a 4. That's going to be a double for Todd. And he gets on with a double. Rockies now have a runner in scoring position. Runner in scoring position, infield going to double play depth. Strategy rolls an 11. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be 6-6. 6-6 is a strike. That's a 6. The 17 is too high. 4-1. Ground ball to second base. And the out is going to be at first as Todd advances to third. They got him out at first on a fielder's choice. Todd Atkins, 0 for 2. Strategy rolls a 12. 2 outs, runner on third. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be 4-5. Possible error. 6-6. Double star 2. Fly ball out there to net to right field. Ludwig. Error range 1 to 3. That's an 18. There is no error. And that retires the side. Runner on, and the Rockies leave a runner in scoring position. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. We go to the bottom of the 5th. It is Skip, Aaron, and Albert due up for the Cardinals. Skip, 0 for 2. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be 4-1. That's going to be a strike. That's a 2. That's a 13 is too high. 6-6. Ground ball to second base for out number 1. Here's the pitch. Albert Miles, 0 for 2. The pitch. 1-4. Range play. 2-3. And that is going to be range is a 1 to 2. That's a 3. That's a 6. That's going to be a double. And that is a double to second, and Aaron gets on. So the Cardinals now have a runner in scoring position as Albert comes up to bat. Albert 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Strategy rolls a 9. Infield going to double play depth. The pitch. 4-2. 4-2 is a possible error on a throw. And that's going to be 1-3. That's going to be a single to the shortstop. Error rating is a 5. That's a 6. No error. And Albert is on with a single, and that's going to put runners on the corners as Joe Matter comes up. Joe Matter 1 for 2 with a run scored. Corners are now in. Strategy rolls a 9. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be 3-2. 3-2 is going to be a wild pitch. That's an 8. And that's going to score Aaron on a wild pitch. Albert goes to second. Infield now goes to normal depth. Infield goes to double play depth on this. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be 5-5. That's a double star 3. And that's a ground ball to first base. And out is going to take place at first. Albert goes to second. And the Cardinals cut the lead to 3 on that wild pitch. Troy Gladys 0 for 2. Strategy rolls a 10. Infield at normal depth. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be 3-4. 3-4 is going to be a range play at the ballpark. We go to Busch Stadium. And that's going to be 6-3. Double star 1. Ground ball to second base. Barker's ranges on 1-3. That's a 3. He got it. Takes it, tosses it over to first to end the inning. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors for the Cardinals. After 5, it's Colorado 5, St. Louis 2. We go to the top of the 6. It is Brad, Jeff, and Chris due up for the Colorado Rockies. Mark Wooler can face 3 more batters before he's tired. Here's the pitch. Brad Harpy 1 for 2 with a home run already. 4-3. 4-3 is going to be a walk. That's a 15. That's an 8. And he walks him. Jeff Barker getting the hit and run. Infield going to come in for this. Infield going to double play depth, I should say. Runner on first. All right, here's the pitch. And that's going to be 1-1. 1-1 is a blank. And that's going to be 2-3. 2-3. Line ball back to the pitcher. The runner is doubled up. And that's going to be a double play. And they get him on first. They doubled up first. And they got both. And the Cardinals get both out. Chris is now up. Who's 1 for 2. Mark Wooler now tired. Here's the pitch. Infield at normal depth, and that's going to be 6-5. 6-5 is going to be a walk plus. That's a 30. That's a 10, and they walk them. And that is going to bring up Umbaldo. Infield coming in for this. Runner on first. Strategy rolls a 2. So holding off on Strat. Here's the pitch. 1-4. 1-4 is a single. Chris, who was on first, will advance to third on a 4-6. His base run is a 2, so he holds. Mark, now tired, as we face the top of the order. Ryan now up. He's 0 for 3. Strategy roll is a 3. 2 outs. Runners on first and second. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be 2-4. 2-4 is going to be a walk. That's a 21. That's a 2. And he walked him. And they load the bases. Strategy roll is a 20. It's a pickoff chance. Mark does not pick anyone off, but I'll show that off anyhow like I normally do. It is a 1. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be 2-5. 2-5 is going to be a walk plus. That's a 20. And he walks in a run. And the crowd here boos. Pickoff attempt again, as I showed, is a 3 this time. And that's going to be 4-6. 4-6 is a walk, and that is his 3rd walk of the inning. That's a 16, and the Rockies now have a 7-2 lead. And that is going to do it for Mark, as the skipper comes back out and says, no, you walked too many people. Not allowing that to continue. We have a right coming up. So I'll move this over here so we can see the lineup. Right, left coming up. We are in the 6th inning. And let's see where we're at in the lineup, in the rotation here. So we need someone to just get out of this inning here. They are going to bring in, let's see, they're going to bring in Russ Spengler to take care of to finish this inning. Russ Spengler, let's take a look at his stats here. 2 wins, 1 loss, has a 2.32 ERA, 50.13 innings pitched, allowed 39 hits, 45 strikeouts, and 18 walks. He is going to finish this inning, so let's see. Matt Holliday, 2 for 3. That pitch. Bases are loaded. 6-6. 6-6 is a strikeout plus. That's a 19. That's a 16. Does not strike him out. The 19 is too high. 6-4. Double star 4. Fly ball out that matter for out number 3. 2 runs, 1 hit. No errors as the Rockies leave the bases loaded. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It is Ryan, Jason, and Russ due up for the St. Louis Cardinals. Umbaldo can face 3 more batters, so this might be his last inning. Ryan Ludwig, 1 for 1. The pitch. 1-5. 1-5 is a walk. That's a 13. That's a 15. The 15 is too high. 4-4. Fly ball out there to Hallpie for out number 1. Jason Laurie, the catcher, over. Had a walked his last 2 times up. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be 2-5. 2-5 is a blank. He is not tired yet, so we count that as a blank. 4-4. Line drive to the shortstop. Troy takes that, throws it over to Todd for out number 2 as Russ Spangler comes up. And they are not going to let Russ take this hit. They're going to bring in a pinch hitter. And that is going to be against a right-handed batter. They are going to bring in Mark Johnson to take this hit. All right, here's the pitch. They're going to bring in a left-handed batter for this one. 1-4 range play. Let's see what Mark does. And that's going to be a 5-4. That's going to be a fly ball out there to Hallpie. Ranges a 1-2. That's a 1. He gets under it, and it goes plop. All right, and that's going to do it for the inning. We go to the top of the 7th, and the Cardinals are now going to bring in they're going to bring in Michael Boggs. Michael Boggs, 3 wins, 2 losses, 7.41 ERA, 34 innings pitched, allowed 42 hits, 13 strikeouts, and 22 walks. Let's take a look real quick at the stats here. Mark Wooler pitched 2 1/3 innings, allowed 2 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned runs, 5 walks. ERA 7.83. Russ Spangler only pitched 1/3 of an inning, and nothing there for him as Michael Boggs comes in to relieve him. It's going to be Garrett, Brad, and Jeff due up for the Rockies. Garrett Atkins 0 for 3. Here's the pitch. 4-1. Strike. That's a 5. That's a 4. He struck him out. 1 away. Brad Hallpie. 1 for 2. Here's the pitch. 4-3. Walk plus. We at 10. That's a 25. That's a 19. And they walk him. Jeff Barker, 1 for 3. Runner on first. Infield going to double play depth. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be 1-3. That's going to be a possible error on a ground ball. And that's going to be 3-2. Line drive to the shortstop. No double play there. And that's going to hold Brad at first. 2 outs. Chris now up, who's 1 for 2. Infield at normal depth. The pitch. And that's going to be 3-1. 3-1's a wild pitch. That's a 19. That's outside of that range there for a passed ball. 4-2. Pop up to the third base. Sing, take me out to the ball game. No runs, no hits, no errors for the Rockies. We go to the bottom of the 7th. It is Caesar, Skip, and Aaron due up. Let's take a look at the score real quick here. Colorado scoring 3 runs in that 3rd inning. They scored in the 2nd, the 3rd, and the 6th. St. Louis has scored in the 4th and the 5th. Right now, Colorado 7 runs on 10 hits. St. Louis 2 runs on 4 hits. And they're going to let Umbaldo try to pitch this inning. He is tired, by the way. We'll see how he does in this inning. 3-4 range play at the ballpark. 1-5 ground ball back to the pitcher. Umbaldo gets it. Ranges on a 1-5. That's a 5. It's in range. He gets it. Throws it over to the first baseman, Todd, for out number 1. As we go to the top of the order, Skip Shoemaker, 0 for 3. Struck out his last time up, 2-1 at the ballpark. We go to, once again, to Busch Stadium, 6-2. That is an S+9 to Hall Pie. And that is a base run for Skip. Skip gets on. And they look over at Umbaldo. He says he's good. He wants to see if he can finish this inning at least. Aaron Miles, he says 1 more hit. And that's it. Gives him the 1 more base hit. Aaron Miles, 1 for 3. The pitch. Strategy rolls are turned off. Infield at double play depth. 5-6. Double question mark. Double star on a 1-9. That's an 8. And that's going to be a ground ball to third base to Atkins. And that is going to be a fielder's choice. Shoemaker goes to second. And the out is at first. And with that, they make that call to the bullpen. And the Rockies and Umbaldo on a great 6 1/3 innings pitched. They are going now to the bullpen. And Colorado wants someone who can finish this inning, who can just pitch at least. And they're going to bring in, we have a switch right coming up. They're going to bring in Micah Bowie to pitch this inning. Bowie, 1 loss, has an ERA of 9, pitched 8 innings, allowed 11 hits, 5 strikeouts, and 3 walks. He's going to try to finish this inning at least. Runner on second. So the Cardinals have a runner in scoring position as Albert steps up to the batter's box. Infield at normal depth. And that's going to be 6-5. 6-5 is going to be a single. And that is also going to score Skip. He scores on a 2 through 6, on a 1 through 6. That's a 3. And the Cardinals cut the lead to 4. Joe Matter, 1 for 3. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be 5-1. 5-1 is a hit by pitch. That's a 15. The 19 is too high. 3-5. Ground ball to first. And that retires the side. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors. After 7, it's Colorado 7, St. Louis 3, as we head to the top of the 8th. It is Mecca, Ryan, and Troy due up for the Colorado Rockies. And before we go on, let's take a look here at Umbaldo's stats. 6.23 innings pitched, allowed 5 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned runs, 4 walks, 6 strikeouts, 1 wild pitch, has an ERA of 4.03. And they are not letting Bowie take this hit. They're going to bring in a pinched hitter. And they're going to bring in Seth Smith to take this hit. Seth Smith, here's the pitch, top of the 8th. And that's going to be 3-6. 3-6 is a double star. There's a question mark. That is going to be a double star, 1-19. That's a 2. It's a ground ball to third base to Gladys. Takes it, throws it over to Albert for out number 1. We go to the top of the order. Ryan now up. He's 0 for 3 with a walk. The pitch. And that's going to be 6-3. 6-3 is going to be a strike. That's a 4. The 11 is too high. 4-3. Fly ball out there to Shoemaker for out number 2. And that's going to bring up Troy. Here's the pitch. To Troy, that's going to be 6-4. 6-4 is going to be a blank. The pitch. And that's going to be 5-2. Double star 2. Ground ball to second base. Miles gets that for out number 3 to retire the side. So, and Colorado now up. So there we are with that. As we go to Troy, as we take a look here at St. Louis, we have 3 rights coming up, and they want to have someone to see if we can finish this game. They're going to bring in, let's see. They're going to bring in Ryan Spieler. Ryan Spieler, 2 runs, 2 wins, 1 loss, 4.06 ERA, 51 innings pitched, 52 hits, 33 strikeouts, and 16 walks. It is the bottom half of the 8th. It is Troy, Ryan, and Jason due up for the Cardinals. Troy, 0 for 3. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be 1-4. 1-4 is going to be a blank. 2-2. Fly ball out to the hall pie for out number 1. Ryan Ludwig, 1 for 2, the pitch. And that's going to be 1-5. 1-5 is going to be a walk. That's a 13. That's a 10. And they walk them. And now he's going to click the roll dice there. Strategy rolls are turned off infield at double play depth as Jason Laurie comes up, who's 0 for 1. Walked his last 2 times up. The pitch. 4-4. Blank. 3-4. And that's a single pass hall pie. Ryan on a base run of 5. That's a 4. He will advance to third. And runners are now on the corners. So Jason Laurie, they are going to bring in... they are going to bring in a pinch runner for him. Brendan Ryan is going to be the pinch runner for him. And... oh, they're going to bring in Brendan Ryan to pinch hit. Here's the hit. And that's going to be 6-3. 6-3 is a strikeout. That's a 5. That's a 9. The 9 is too high. I meant to do it as a pinch runner. 6-6. That is going to be a question mark 7. And that's going to be a 15. The 15 is going to be a fly ball out. And that is a failed sacrifice roll for out number 2. Yeah. Okay. So, runners on the corners still. 2 outs as Cesar Izutris is up, who's 0 for 3. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be 2-6. 2-6 is going to be a strike. That's a 1. The 15 is too high. 5-6, and that is a single pass holiday. Laurie, Jason gets the hold sign. Ryan Spiller now tired. Runners on the corners. Here's the pitch. Skip now up, who's 1 for 4. 1-2. That's a walk. That's an 18. That's a 10. And they walk them. They go out there real quick to talk to Ryan on the mound. He says he can finish this inning. They believe in him. They all go out there real quick to talk strategy. All right, and the ump calls them back now. Here's the pitch. Aaron Miles, 1 for 4. Bases loaded. 1-4. Blank. 4-6. Ground ball to second base to Baker. And that is going to retire the side. And that is going to bring up Randy Flores is going to pitch to close out the top half of the, we have a left-right. So Randy Flores is going to come in. 1 win, no losses, 1 save, has a 5.26 ERA, 25.23 innings pitched, allowed 34 hits, 17 strikeouts, and 17 walks. After 8, 1 run, 2 hits, no errors for the Cardinals. It is a 3-run game now. As for the Rockies, it is Todd, Matt, and Garrett due up. And let's take a look here at Michael Boggs. Only pitched 2 innings and allowed 1 walk, 1 strikeout here. And let's take a look real quick now at the box score. After 8, St. Louis making a dent into that, now making it a 3-run game. So Colorado now in a safe situation here in the bottom half of the inning. But will we see some 9th inning magic from the Cardinals? Cardinals are going to, let's see, are they going to make any adjustments? Yes, Matter is going to come out at center field. Oh, he can't come out. They have no one to play center field if they do. So Matter is kind of stuck. They're not making any changes. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be 3-4. 3-4. Home run chance on a 17. That's a 4. The 17 too high. 2-4. Ground ball to first. Out number 1. Matt Holliday up. Who's 2 for 4. The pitch. And that's going to be 3-5. 3-5 is a walk. Is a single, I should say. And Matt Holliday on base. Runner on first for the Rockies. Infield at double play depth. Garrett Atkins. 0 for 4. And they are not going to let they're going to let Garrett take this hit. Rockies are ahead. They are going to let Garrett continue to play. 2-5. Home run chance. That's a 0. The 7 is too high. 4-4. Fly ball out to Shoemaker. Out number 2. Runner on first. Brad Hall pie up. 2 outs. The pitch. 2-1. Strikeout. That's a 10. That's a 3. And they struck him out. No runs. 1 hit. No errors. We go to the bottom of the 9th. It is Albert, Joe, and Troy due up for the Cardinals. Ryan Spieler is now going to take a seat as they bring in Manuel Copras to try to draw the save. Three wins, 4 losses, 4 saves, ERA of 4.52, 79.2 third innings pitched, allowed 93 hits, 50 strikeouts, and 19 walks. Albert, 2 for 4. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be 6-2. 6-2 is a blank. 1-6. Fly ball out there to center field. To Ryan for out number 1. Joe Matter. The pitch. And that's going to be 4-3. 4-3 is a blank. And that's going to be 5-4. That's going to be a ground ball to the shortstop for out number 2. They are now down to their last out. Troy Gladys not taking the Adam Kennedy is going to step up. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be 4-6. That is a possible error on a throw. 2-1. Holiday, error rating is a 1-3. That's an 18. And Adam gets on with a double. With a BR of 4, they are going to let him stay in this game. Ryan Ludwig, 1 for 2. The pitch. 5-2, blank. 5-4, fly ball out there to Ryan, and that's the game. That is the ball game, ladies and gentlemen. Colorado drawing a win here in St. Louis with a final score of 7-4. Final line score coming right up. What a game here, ladies and gentlemen. Colorado defeating St. Louis. Final score, Colorado 7 runs on 11 hits. St. Louis 4 runs on 9 hits. Umbaldo gets the win, Brad draws the loss, and Manuel gets the save. Let's take a look here at the stats. Umbaldo, 6.23 innings pitched, allowed 5 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned runs, 4 walks, 6 strikeouts, and 1 wild pitch. ERA of 4.03. Brad Thompson gets the loss, allowed 3.13 innings, allowed 8 hits, 5 runs, 5 earned runs, 1 walk, 1 strikeout, 1 home run, ERA of 13.64. Manuel Colbrez gets the save, pitched 1 inning and allowed 1 hit. Ryan Flores, the final pitcher for Cardinals, pitched 1 inning, allowed 1 hit and 1 strikeout. Home runs in this game, Brad Hallpike picks up his first home run, and that is going to do it for us here in St. Louis. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up on your way through the exit here at Busch Stadium. And until next time, this is Scooney 007. Thanks so long, and we'll see you for another exciting game in the 2008 replay with Inside Pitch. Until then, take care, everyone. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.